Hello? Hello? Is anybody there? I'm in a really dark cave, and there's dwarves everywhere. They're trying to tell me this mushroom liquid they made is alcoholic. They put a mushroom in a bucket and they filled it with water and they said it was beer. Help! What do I do? Do I drink it? One of them just turned into a werebat. I didn't even know that was a thing. And now it's reciting poetry. I want to go home. Hi, everybody. I drank the mushroom beer, and now I'm feeling great. Did everybody have a good weekend? I had an okay weekend. I just flew in from trying to have a healthy sleep schedule, and boy, are my arms tired. Huh. I'm fucking exhausted. Am I right? I'm so exhausted, I'm not even gonna show my face today. You know what I'm doing right now with my body? You know what disgusting things I'm doing to my body right now? A camera can't. A camera will just, it will be evidence, video evidence. I'm doing disgusting things. Alright? I'm like, just picture the worst thing a person can do to their own body. I'm doing it. So I'm not turning the camera on. Drink the mushroom wine. Yes, you are. Good God, poety. Good God, poety. King. Good God. Is that dwarf reciting poetry? Goddamn. You know what? In a panic before starting the stream with the fear of not having anything to talk about, I kid you not, I googled gamer news. My initial thought was I'm gonna Google news, and then like I felt a hand on my shoulder, and I turned around, and behind me was Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ looks me in the eyes, and he just shook his head, and I deleted it. I did not press enter when I typed in news on Google. Christ saved me tonight. So instead, I typed in gamer news, and then another hand appears on my other shoulder, and who would have thought it's Satan. Satan's on the other side, and he's nodding his head up and down like really fast. And I'm like, at least someone agrees with me. So I Google gamer news, and you know how disappointed I am? I'm looking at it. Here, I guess I'll look at this stuff. This is like nothing. Armored Core 6 is not trying to be a Soulsborne game. Forspoken developers explain why the game is skipping PS4. Are these things that people care about? Overwatch 2 player points out small flaw with new Shambali Monastery map. Are people for real? Any of you read gamer news? Here, I'll zoom in a little bit. This screen was never meant to be like readable. Do any of you read this shit? Because this shit's boring. Imagine having to write this stuff. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 details new version of shipment and its spawn points by Raul Landaverde. 7 hours ago, Raul had to sit at his computer. I'm sorry, let's see how long of an article this is. Sweet God. Sweet God Almighty, O Lord. Raul had to write 7 paragraphs of text outlining where a new shipment, whatever the fuck that means, spawns in Modern Warfare 2. Do you want to know where he probably got this information? He probably got it from the game Modern Warfare 2, where they probably told the players already about whatever this shipment is and where it's gonna spawn. Do you think Raul gets paid? Hey, Raul. No, Raul doesn't get paid. That's just a cell phone picture of Raul. I don't mean to out you. You're probably an okay guy. Is Game Rant? Does anyone know if Game Rant is like one of those opinion piece websites? I don't know when the shipment is. I don't care where the shipment is. That was my first statement, is that none of it matters. First of all, that's not news, and that's a damn shame. But do you guys know if like these are all paid people who make articles, or is it just people can submit whatever they want, and then like if the article gets clicks, they get paid? Because this guy didn't start posting till June 4th this year. He also has a website. Let's go down the rabbit hole. Raul? We're gonna dox you tonight, Raul. Raul? Google, tell me who Raul is. Real life Somerville police stories. Excuse me? Raul Landerverde and Kirby Calixte. Armed robbery. Raul. Oh my god, guys, Raul found the shipment. He found where the shipment is gonna spawn. He found where the shipment's spawning in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. He found its spawn point, and now he's paying the price. This is not good. If you live in Somerville or Medford, you better watch out. Did he get arrested? No, this was last year. Last year, about 11 days after that terrible tragedy in September. Remember that? Tragic. Raul. Respectfully submitted by Detective Fernando. I want more information. Oh my god, that's all we know about Raul. There he is on Game Rant. He is a news writer at Game Rant and deputy editor-in-chief at finalweapon.net, which I click on it and it doesn't exist. Oh, because it tries to go to finalweapon.net on Game Rant. All right, so first things first, we learned that Raul is a hardened criminal. Second thing, this is his news channel. He also writes for his own news website, which doesn't seem to have much better news. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe update adds custom items feature. Witcher 3 version 4 patch notes released. Like, these patch notes from Witcher are on the game. You can go to Witcher and you can be like, what's the patch notes? But some motherfucker decided to be like, I'm just going to copy the patch notes and I'm going to post it on finalweapon.net. Dude. Video game journalism easy. God, do you think they got paid? Time to dox Aeon. Aeon. 43 posts. Anime profile. Smart move. We don't even know who you are. Aeon, what's your most recent thing? Ed Boon teases news. Ed Boon teases news in 2023 for NetherRealm's next game. God. Fucking incredible. I'm sorry I'm going down this rabbit hole, guys. It's just I really was I was hoping I was hoping it would cause me the rant, which it succeeded. But I was seriously like, what do I talk about on stream today before we start playing Dwarf Fortress? Because I was like, what did I do this weekend? This weekend we did pretty much not a lot. And then I slept until 1 p.m. on Sunday, and then felt like I hadn't slept even an hour. and then just did nothing on Sunday, and then played Dungeons and Dragons. And then now we're on Monday. So I quite literally had nothing important to talk about, nothing cool to say. So I'm sitting here freaking out, and I'm like, oh shit, I gotta talk about something on stream in the beginning. So I Google gamer news, and now I'm in bed with a criminal, with Raul. And I can't believe it. He's got 3 years of writing experience, and he shirked it away at armed robbery. It's a damn shame. No, see, I'm not going to talk about the D&D session because that is like saying a bunch of inside jokes to no one. Only you guys, only the guys in my D&D session are going to get it. So I'm not going to talk about it. I'm not a D&D story guy. I find that stuff frustrating. I know it's a popular thing on YouTube where people will like animate story times with their D&D stuff. For me, I'm just sitting there. I remember watching one time because, you know, there was like a big period where they were just blowing up, especially during COVID. There was a lot of D&D stories because everyone was getting into Dungeons and Dragons. And I remember watching one, and the guy goes like, I don't remember a single word of what he says, but here's the vibe. All right, here's the vibe of what he says. Okay, so we're in the pub, and Landor, the Grand, walks up to Peachy, and then they do like a little record script, like. Okay, first of all, let me tell you who Peachy is. Peachy was from 3 sessions ago. They were a dragon kobold that also blew up a whole village, and then they do another skirt. That's a whole nother story. And then they go on this like 15-minute interlude. I imagine. I stopped the video at that point. But they went on this little interlude to describe who Peachy was. Can you imagine someone doing that to you in real life? That's like a 3-hour story. You're like describing... It's like you're describing to a caveman an episode of Friends. I understand that some people are better storytellers than others, but this was a well-watched video. It wasn't like it wasn't like a 3 views video. It was like a big video. But the video goes on like a million tangents. And it's like, imagine trying to explain to a caveman an episode of Friends. And so you're trying to explain to a caveman, and you try to talk about Chandler, and then you have to back up and be like, okay, Chandler is a guy. A guy is a male. A male is you have to like describe basic anatomy to a caveman. You have to start describing words to a caveman. You understand where the complexity gets? I don't know. Long story short, no, I will not talk about Dungeons and Dragons, other than it is very fun. I like having fun playing Dungeons and Dragons, unlike Raul. Raul finds his fun in armed robbery. Raul finds his fun committing armed crimes in Medford, and also talking about how Armored Core 6 won't be Dark Souls. Read more gamer news. I wish there was anything worth reading. Oh, Hideo Kojima's Death Stranding 2 got revealed. Can you believe it? I'm not going to tell you about Dungeons and Dragons. I'm sorry, man. Go watch like Odd One Out or whatever. Don't they talk about it? Let's talk about Hideo Kojima though. Who would have thunk he would make a season? His season. What am I saying? Who would you think? Who would have thunk he would have made a second game of Death Stranding? I was for sure thinking he would make like a whole nother game, but he caved. He caved in, and he ended up being like, well, people like Death Stranding so much, I'm gonna make another one. And then he has the audacity to call it DS2, which thank God Dark Souls 2 is still the top. Well, no, not so much anymore. It is now Death Stranding 2 and then a future concert. Fantastic. I think Kojima's way in over his head. That's what I'm thinking. I think he's got a screw loose, all right? I think this guy's got to relax. Who even is this? I don't know. famous actress, perhaps? And who's that? Baby? Can't claim DS2. I mean, he's getting close, though. It's just insane. He's so full of himself, this guy. Was that one that people said was more like a movie? Death Stranding? I mean, if it's more like a movie, as in there's 6+ hours of goddamn cutscenes. So it's like 4 movies. Now, if people are saying it's like a movie in like a non-derogatory term, they're just crazy. Because the gameplay of that game is walking for about 10 hours and then shooting for the next 10 or 15 more hours. The beginning of the game, you're like, shove down your throat that shit's be different. Damn, shit be different. Oh, you gotta be walking and you gotta be running from things. You can't be fighting things. Oh, shit be different. You gotta be walking. You can't be fighting anything. And then the second half of the game comes in. So the whole part of the front load of the game, they're like, you can't fight because if you shoot someone, they blow up like a nuclear bomb. You cannot shoot people or they blow up like a nuclear bomb. And then the second half of the game, they're like, you got guns. You've got guns now, and people are going to shoot you. So now you've got to start shooting these people. And then guess what happens when you shoot them? Nothing. They just die. They don't blow up like a nuclear bomb, like the first half of the game was warning you would happen every time. It's absolutely insane. The only reason people like it is because through all the nonsense and all the nightmares of it just being this slow, boring, nonsense story, you can get on top of a milk crate and snowboard down a mountain. And so you're like 15 hours into the game and you're like, oh my God, when will the chaos end? This is so boring. And then they're like, hey, by the way, we gave you a milk crate. And you're like, oh, great, a milk crate. Last thing I needed was a milk crate. Oh, by the way, if you jump into the milk crate, you can surf. And then you're sitting there like, you motherfucker. 15 hours, man. I've played this game for 15 hours and now you can give me the skateboard? And then you play it for another 15. Unless you're me, where at that point, you throw the controller at the ground and you say, enough is enough. You can't fool me, Kojima. You can't fool me. You can 3D scan every famous actor. You can 3D scan Conan O'Brien. You can 3D scan them all you want. But you're not going to convince me. You can tell me that Conan O'Brien is a furry. You can say that Conan O'Brien is a furry that loves cosplay in your Death Stranding video game all you want. But that's not going to convince me to plug another 15 hours into your walking simulator, Kojima. Nice try. I'm the only smart person in the room. Everyone else is asleep. I'm awake. I'm awake. Can you believe this? This game won so many rewards. So many. And there's Conan O'Brien just talking about he wants you to deliver a fursuit to him. In any other situation, I would be applauding. I'd be like, that's some funny shit. Even though Conan isn't my favorite guy, that's kind of some funny shit. But then I just know Kojima was like, I love Conan O'Brien. Oh, I've read all his Conan O'Brien books, and I've watched all his Conan O'Brien TV shows. Especially the one called Conan. And I think he's so funny. I'm going to fly him out to Japan. I'm going to 3D print his face, and I'm going to turn him into a furry into my video game because I love him so much. And then you ask him why. And then here's the kicker. All right, here's the kicker. So that's the reason he did it. Fine. Straightforward. He just likes the guy. He has the money. He's going to bring him in. Fine. The kicker is you ask him why Conan O'Brien's in his game, and he tells you some bullshit about how it's a meaning of life, and he talks about family and how we need to be bridged together and close the gap, and we gotta all love each other. That's what he says his reason for Conan O'Brien in a fursuit in his video game is. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. And now he's making a second one? If you could see my face right now. Imagine those 3D emojis. Yeah, let's just look it up. 3D angry emoji. This is me right now. This right here. This is me. This is what I look like when I think about Hideo Kojima. I even thought about when the second game was announced, I thought about, oh, I hate this, but should I stream myself playing it? And you know what? Like I said, in any other situation, I probably would have. But with Kojima, I'm putting my foot down. I'm not touching the game. I'm boycotting him. I'm boycotting Kojima. I'm not going to play his damn game. He watched The Walking Dead and he thought Norman Reedus, the funky fetus, he was the guy he liked in Walking Dead? Norman Reedus? I'm losing my fucking mind, all right? All right, anyways, that's my rant about Kojima. Today we're going to be playing Dwarf Fortress. You won't be saying this when he makes Ape Escape 6? Unbelievable. I think I'm going to despise Kojima until he makes a horror game. I'm going to despise him until he makes a horror game with someone else. He needs to make another video game and he needs to have a partner. When he releases PT, that was the last shred of hope. Was the Silent Hill playable demo for PlayStation 4. That was the last shred of hope. When he was doing that shit with Guillermo del Toro and they were going to make their game, it dashed to the wayside. Dashed. Because you knew what he needs is an editor. Exactly. The man needs an editor. He needs someone to slap him in the face every time he reads a new movie book. He watches a new movie and then he reads the director's novel and then he comes running into the the direction room screaming, "I just watched Black Mirror episode 7 season 69 and we've got to put every single line from that episode verbatim in our next video game." And everyone's sitting there under his thumb. He pays the fucking bills. So he comes running in screaming he wants an entire episode of Black Mirror in his next video game. And everyone goes, "Yes, Kojima-san, we'll do anything you ask." He needs someone to cut him off mid-sentence and just pound him in the face. Someone just needs to knock him out with a baseball bat whenever he tries having any good idea. Or scratch that, any idea of his own. Freudian slip. Like I'd want an entire episode of Black Mirror. Unbelievable. He lost the rights to it because Konami killed him. Yeah, that's true. He couldn't do Silent Hill. But he could make a horror game. And honestly, I think a horror game would be the only game he could make that he could do absolute insane writing for that makes no sense and is a pain in the ass to listen to and watch and get away with it. Because horror games are just... the story's usually schlock, you know what I mean? You don't really play it, in my opinion, I don't really play a horror game for a good story time because I want to be scared. I want to play a horror game to get spooked, and I want to get tense, and I want to get scared. And I feel like most people will go into a horror game with that. So if you write some crazy story, that's fine. People are just going to laugh it off, and then they'll just go back to the game. So when he makes a horror game, if he makes a horror game, then we're back in business. I will let him back into my life. But if he keeps going, if he makes Death Stranding 3, It's too late. Cut the cord. Someday when you're famous and Kojima wants you screened into his game, you won't be laughing. I won't be laughing because I won't be talking to him. If I get famous enough for Kojima to try to talk to me, I wouldn't talk with him. I couldn't do it. How could I? Even if I mellowed out my hatred for him over the years, and then miraculously Kojima wants to meet me, I think I couldn't do it. Like, maybe a part of me would be like, oh crap, I mean, yeah, sure, I'll meet Hideo Kojima if he's gonna fly me out to Japan. But then I'm like, a part of me would be like, oh, but all I have is years of hatred. All I have is just this boiling hatred for the guy. How am I gonna throw that all to the wayside? I feel like I'd have to say something to him. I don't want to be in his games. I don't want to be in his games. I don't want to be involved with Kojima at all. If he were to want to meet me, I would be like, hey man, we'll be like drinking and we'll be eating, and I'll be like, hey man, Kojima, dude, I have to level with you. I think Death Stranding is probably one of the worst games I've ever played in my entire life. And I frankly think you're a little bit of a hack. And then he kills me right there. He cuts me in half. I don't even know what he would he'd pull out some sort of folding machine gun, laser beam gun, because he's been secretly creating every weapon in Death Stranding in real life, and he pulls it out and it just makes a little high-pitched whine noise, and then he just kind of eviscerates me on the spot, and then he regurgitates some soliloquy about how all the blood in the room represents love or something. I don't know. Write a game rant review about it. I gotta hit up Raul. Yo, I gotta hit my main man Raul. We gotta collaborate on some game rant article. Whew, okay, I didn't expect to get so heated in the beginning. I didn't expect to get so heated at the beginning of my stream, but here I am. That's what I get for looking up news of any kind. You think gamer news would not set me off, but yet here I am ranting about Kojima and Man Walking 2. All I'm saying is if he is making another Death Stranding, Jimmy Kimmel better be in it. You know what I mean? Like, Jimmy Kimmel better be in it, and he better sing 1/16 of the song Imagine by John Lennon. Then I think it'd be a great game. Or Philip DeFranco, exactly. Anyways, we're playing Dwarf Fortress today. If you don't know what Dwarf Fortress is, oh boy, strap in. So, I asked earlier in Discord what you guys would want to do, and the two options I gave were either Mole People or Mole World or Booze Town, USA. Okay? And you guys overwhelmingly said you want Booze Town. That's good. We'll do that. Dwarf Fortress is a civilization or community building kind of game, where you dig into mountains and holes and you build a whole dwarf civilization. It's pretty complex. There's a lot of complexities in it. I'm gonna try my best to keep it entertaining and get the levity going, but I will warn you, I am also prepared to cut the cord on the game if I'm just not feeling it. Because Dwarf Fortress is a game very close to my heart. I very much enjoy this game. I very much enjoy playing it. But it can sweep you away really fast. You can get really into the meat of it. At least I can. Which tends to make me pretty non-verbal. I do the Kubrick stare, and I just stand there, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna assign a bunch of alcohol to this storage right here, and then I'm going to tell them to make a path over here. So we might pivot, or we might not. I don't know. This game also does a damn good job of sucking time out of your existence. So first things first, when you play Dwarf Fortress, you generate you create the universe. Step 1, create the universe. Fun fact, Dwarf Fortress is in the MoMA. Okay, so this game is considered high art, not just a game anymore. Dwarf Fortress has transcended video games and has entered the world of art. So as you can see right now, it's generating over 100 years of history. 100 years of history that we can view. Okay, it's all procedural, it's all random. Every damn thing, down to where people are living, down to what each person's doing in their settlements. So far, over the course of 100 years, it's been about 10,000 historical figures. Can you believe it? Over 60,000 events. So, let's see. This place is called the Oracular Planets, or in Dwarvish, Leader-Thatter? Leader-Thatter? That's pretty good. Not as hard to pronounce as I thought it would. Let's see, the humans called themselves the Mab Budfins. The dwarf capital is called Adis Stakebridge, excuse me. They constructed boat rope for the Courteous Fellowship in 93. Ah, yes. Do you guys remember in 93 the construction of boat rope? Fantastic. The singular human Rismal Stopleaves constructed Dash Scholar for the Coven of Buds. You know, just the bros hanging out. He decided to hang out, he needed to create a crib for his bros to hang out at, so he decided to construct it. And that made news. When the world's only 100 years old, anyone does anything, that kind of makes the news. Anyways. What do we think about this world? Pretty good? So we're going to make Alcohol Town or Booze Town Island Resort. Part of the island resort is what we're going to need is a island. And Daniel, or someone correct me if I'm wrong, can people visit islands, or do you have to be part of the mainland for other civilizations to visit it? Because the whole point of our resort is to gather tourists to come to our taverns. Only your main fortress? So is that a yes? Because I want to build, here's a volcano right here. In the oceans of savagery. We can build it on a volcano. You can get visitors if you can get access to the caves. They come through the caves. Okay. Well, that's perfect because we don't want visitors right away. So we might build on a volcano island because that was like, what better than an island resort than an island resort with an active volcano in it? They come in the night and in your mouth. Oh boy. You know what? You want what's fucked up? In my stupor last night when I was going to bed and thinking about what I want to do in Dwarf Fortress, my first idea was Booze Town Island Resort. And you know how I came to that conclusion? Do you guys remember that episode of SpongeBob where Squidward moves to the Squid Town with other Squidwards in it? And do you guys remember that one part when it introduces the town, when he goes over the hill and it goes like, "Welcome, Squidward's Tiki Land. Tiki, tiki." Remember that part? Wow, they have canned bread. Yeah, exactly. But I was literally thinking the Squidward Tiki Land part. I don't know what's fucked up with me. It was just playing on repeat. Is that not the episode? Whatever. You know the episode where it says Squidward's Tiki Land over and over again? that was playing in my head. Whatever it's from, different episode, fine. Either way, I got those episodes crossbreeded in my brain. So imagine you close your eyes and you see the Squidward goes to his ethno state, and then the Squidward Tiki Land song, "Oh, Tiki Tiki," plays over and over again. That was playing on repeat in my head. That's what made me come up with the idea. Some sort of delusional insanity. All right, we're gonna skip the tutorial because I'm a pro. Okay. Let's take a good look at what we've got here. So this is our completely unique, randomly generated, beautiful world. Okay. So it looks like a lot of people just live up here. You can't really tell. I don't know if I can zoom in. I can't. You can zoom in on each individual place, but looks like everyone decided to pretty much settle up here. All these gray icons are the dwarf settlements. You see we've got the Helm Friendly, or Machine Manor, or Attic Block. And these are all dwarf settlements. And then you got all the human settlements here. And then the elves are actually... Oh, wow, look at this incredible world. It's like World of Warcraft. You've got these people, all the elves live on one island. This is just elf world. This elf jungle. Okay, and this is all elves. You can see by the little tree icons on top of other trees. Then up here is all the dwarves and humans. What happened? Who hurt them? That's what I want to know. And then smack dab in the middle, you've got Evil Mountains, the point of corruption. So this is our fascinating little world. So, what I like to normally do is I like to settle on a volcano. And since we're doing an island resort, this would be perfect. This is the Hills of Mastering on the island of Turquoise. Temperate, woodlands, moderate vegetation. The volcano's called the Rages of Elevating. That's kind of what volcanoes do. NATO did to this world what they did to the former Yugoslavia. Exactly. All right. I think we're gonna. So, what do you guys say? You guys want to live on a volcano island, or alternatively, how zoomed out is this map? Okay, so pretty zoomed out. Let me show you. I'm gonna click on the volcano, and this is how much space we have for the volcano. We could probably settle. A civilization is like 4 squares wide, so we could probably settle all over this island pretty frequently, and like before running out of space. Pretty big world. You can see here these red squares are where other civilizations already are. So to put it in perspective, this is the capital. This is like the capital of the dwarf place, the Dwarven Tower. So this is a big world. So we can go here, or if we want very specific tourists, we can go somewhere else. Here's the elf jungle. So this is like literally just jungle. It's called it's a moist broadleaf forest called the Forests of Paper. Kind of an ironic name. Surrounded by elves, or we can be surrounded by humans in the plains lands, the savanna, the shrubland. But I'm kind of thinking volcano. Unless anyone is so passionate about elves only. Humans are no. You got to get in the mindset. They're all suckers. We're going to get them drunk and we're going to rob them dry. Because it's a tourist trap. They're going to get here. Where else are they going to go? It's the middle of the ocean. We'll go back through the caves? The caves infested with giant bats? Okay. Yeah, go back through the giant bat cave. I'm sure they'll be a lot more hospitable. Volcano does mean easy access to magma furnaces. That's exactly why I always pick it. Plus, volcanoes fucking rock. Let's do volcano. So let's see. We'll do volcano smack dab in the center. Boom. This is fine. An area of salt water, that's fine. I'm a master at this game. I know how to get aquifers. It's all good. Okay. Ignore this. This is Ohio version 1. This was my attempt at making a group. Here's the problem. I don't think we can... I don't want to waste all my time creating a group of guys, because you can prepare for the journey carefully. You can customize every single item you're bringing, all the skills of your dwarves, everything like that. But I would like to customize the name of our fortress. I don't think we can do that normally, right? If I press play now, it's just going to give me a randomly generated everything. You know what? Embark profile? This one? Well, yeah, that's true. It will create most of it for me. Yeah, all right. We'll just click my embark profile. Yeah. Okay. So these guys are all pretty set up. I've got like a pretty generic roster of guys. We just need to make a few adjustments here. I just need to, don't you worry your head nothing, all right? We just got to make sure we got everything we need. So far, it looks like the only thing it didn't give us was a quiver. But do I care about that? Maybe. Maybe I do care about that. Quiver. Well, we've got all sorts of quivers we can have. Can we get a gorilla quiver? I think, what would be, well, let's just do like a let's do a jabberer leather quiver. No, that's too many points. Let's just do goat leather. Let's not kid ourselves. I don't need to be hunting, but we might as well have it. I think we're good. This is all good. Okay, so this is where it's going to come into to fruition what we need. So right now, there's a naming system. Right now, it's called Seal Roads. Okay? What we need to do is we need to figure out what would a good resort name be. Okay? Do we want to call it Tiki Land? Well, we can't really do Tiki Land because I don't think the word tiki exists. No. Tiki is, we have a limited number of words to pick from. We could do beer. We could do Beer Land. Beer Island. Holy shit. We could just do Beer Island. That's just like straight to the point. It's so people know we're not fucking around. We could just be called Beer Island. Done. Great. Beer Island. The group name. The group name. What would we be? So all of my dwarves are just going to be staff at the resort, okay? I want to make it, the goal is to make them kind of on the side and then the important people be inside the pubs, okay? So what would they be called? The staff? They literally can just be called the staff. Like, these are just the staff. My group is the staff. The workers. Can I do workers? The workers. There we go. The workers. Great. These are the workers. Our group symbol is going to be an object. It's going to be a pickaxe. These are stuff that will be engraved on artifacts. This is an image of a pick. And it's cringing. The symbol of our people is a pick, and the pick is cringing. Great, done. Oh, I need to name it. The image is going to be called is protocol a word? Can I do like protocol rules? I could do I'll do this. The beer of work. No, wait. I got this. The pick of beer. We all worship the pick of beer here. Done. Great. Done. Okay. Problems. No quivers. That's fine. Okay. We're gonna keep their names unique. And we'll look there. All of these dwarves are gonna be generate. They all have personalities. See, and we'll read these later. We'll read these later. But they're all gonna be their unique, beautiful little snowflakes. Budweiser. Can I make it Bud? Wait, slow down. Group symbol, name. Can I make it Budweiser? Hold up. I can make it. Can I? Damn it. Oh, can I do like Beerweiser? Okay, hold up. Is Bud on here? Oh, fuck. Hold up. I can do Budweiser. I can do What's Budweiser? The symbol's called Budweiser. Okay. Hell yeah. Now we're fucking talking. I'm gonna embark, and then I will be back. We're gonna embark, and then I'll be back because I've got a date with I had Taco Bell. What do you want from me? I had Taco Bell. You can fill the gaps. Hey, do you guys know that Weezer is making a femboy song? Anyways. So this is our dwarves. Let's take a look at our beautiful island. So it looks like it spawned us on the very top of a mountain. This game, so here's the most disorienting thing about the game, at least what I think, very beginning, okay? As you could tell, here's our dwarves. We've arrived at Beer Island on our broken wagon. Somehow we took a wagon to there, to the island. Don't question it. There's multiple levels in this game, right? This is the current level that our dwarves are on. So what I can do is I can scroll up and down, and it's like different cross sections of a mountain. As you can see, if you kind of scroll really fast, you can see we're kind of going into the ground a little bit, okay? So that could be the most disorienting thing. This is something to keep in mind. These are trees. As you can see, as we go up, we're getting to the cross section of the tree. All right? Ford the wagon, float over the ocean. Easy. That's true. That's true. We cannot deny dwarf ingenuity. So here's our little island. Starts at the top of this mountain, which would be very funny if we make our entrance up there, because that means all of our people would have to either go up this mountain to get into our base, just climb the entire tip of a mountain, or just give up. It's like Minecraft, but you can only see one slice at a time. Exactly. And as you can see, this big gaping hole here eventually turns into a volcano. A volcano that goes, I think, literally forever. Yeah, I think this volcano is just a tube of lava that goes directly into the ground. But look at all that free space we have above it. Okay. Wow, look at this. This is just, Jesus. This is just like a death tube. Imagine seeing this giant hole in the ground and not being able to see what the hell's going on in it, and then it just turns out it's fucking lava. Psych, all lava. Okay, so let's see. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, about 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. But the lip of this hole is about 33 blocks up. Jesus. To put it in perspective, dwarves can die by falling like 6 or 7 blocks in the ground. But this gives me an idea. What if we just built the entire resort on top of the volcano hole? It's not like it will erupt or anything. Plus, it's free heating. Like, we'll have our furnaces down here because we need lava to make stuff. But then we can just, every floor above it, just build it. Or we can have a bunch of roads here. Maybe we can be like, we can build around it up here in this dark space. And then we just have paths that kind of snake across the volcano. I think that'd be pretty neat. Yeah, it'd be like falling 6 or 7. Yeah, it'd be pretty brutal. Pretty brutal of a fall. But I like the idea of putting pathways on here. We'll figure that out. I think we need to start close to the lava, though, because we do need access to that. So I think, let's see. Yeah, just walk on some bridges over the lava. Look, if some of our guests die, then they don't deserve to be in Beer Island. You've got to earn it. It's a prestigious resort. All right, before we build anything, let's take a look at our guys. So, we've got a handful of dudes here. So one of these guys is our expedition leader, and that's going to be Asmel Mural Beaker. Take a look at this dude. Asmel. There they are. Asmel Page Temps is their name in English. 74 years old, values tranquility, great. Got to have that tranquil mindset when you're running a resort. High stamina, but they're frail. That's fine. Good spatial sense and good intuition. Their catchphrase is, yes, I want more. Is that so bad? Personality, all right. She has a great feel for the surrounding space, very good intuition, and a feel for music and the ability to focus. But she has poor empathy, little willpower, and poor creativity. Yeah, you're right. That does sound like a manager. She only rarely feels strong cravings or urges. She thinks she is fairly important in the grand scheme of things. She doesn't often feel envious of others. She rarely feels discouraged, tends to be a little wasteful when working on projects. Wow, this is just like a Michael's arts and crafts store manager. She is grateful when others help her out and tries to return favors. She could be considered rude. She prefers that everyone live in harmony. I love that juxtaposition. She could be considered rude, but she also prefers that everyone live in peace. Like, she's like a fucking asshole, but she would prefer, like, hey, you know, everybody just, we're all family here at Beer Island. She can occasionally lose focus on the matter at hand. She has a sense of duty. She has a greedy streak. She prefers to present herself modestly. And then, like all dwarves, she needs alcohol to get through the working day. She likes working outdoors and grumbles only mildly at inclement weather. Every dwarf likes that. That's a dwarf thing. They need alcohol. Okay, I'm kind of really digging the idea that we've got the tip of this mountain to work with. Like, it's just so scenic. We got a tree at the top. You know what I mean? We'll just make our entrance here. So, let's just get started. To get started, you have to get started. So this is what we'll do. 5, 10, let's fucking tank it. We'll make a big staircase that goes all the way down to the top right there. And hopefully we don't hit any aquifers on the way down. To ensure that we get people where we want them to be, we are going to make them all miners. All going to be mining. Most of them. Some of them will hate it if we make them mine. And then we'll keep this tree. It's a beautiful peach tree. Very beautiful. But then we'll chop. Oh, and this one's a huge tree. Look at this big ass tree. I'm not chopping that down. That is property value. But we'll chop these ones down. Now we let them toil. We let them toil away. Unbeknownst to them, they are creating me an empire. They are creating Beer Island. They don't understand. They don't understand how important it is. Well, we got some turnips here. So one of the problems we're going to have to deal with is a light aquifer. Aquifers are like, imagine chunks of rock that are just sponges that spit out water once in a while. We may have to run into one of those. Oh yeah. It'd be cool if it would be cool if it like turned, the more staircases you have, it would turn into like one big one. But the way this game works is that staircases are like objects by themselves. And so it instead of being like, oh, you made one big staircase, you're making 4 tiny staircases because they're all individual objects. So the first things first, people have to, so we're creating less of a resort, more of an experience at this point. Okay? People come to Beer Island and it's kind of like, we want to treat it like Mecca, all right? Like it's like a religious spot. Like we want them to come to Beer Island and we want them to see at the very top of the mountain, the monument. We may create like a giant beer mug of a building. And so imagine they've traveled long and far to come to Beer Island, and then at the very tippy top, it's the big Budweiser. The great Budweiser watches us all, and the drinks will flow. It's beautiful that way. Now this is going to take a minute. These guys are going to be chopping away for quite a long time. While they're doing that, let's think about what we want to do So we want this area to be the living quarters. We don't want any potential guests in contact with lava. I think that's like a very dangerous move. Okay, we don't want them doing that. So this is where the living quarters are going to be for the workers, where the dwarves are going to live. And then maybe we'll create like a big glass ceiling. So, if you will, a big glass ceiling. And maybe this will be like the main bar. Everyone, imagine having a brew over a pit of lava. The only thing separating you from death is maybe 4 inches of bulletproof glass. Like, no one ever said it had to be not exciting, right? I feel like that would be very exciting. Some people don't go to resorts just to relax. Some people want adventure. All right, so let's get moving on here. First things first, we want to outline this volcano. Just want to make sure we have access to every nook and cranny this volcano has to offer. The soundtrack in this game is also really good, but what frustrates me is that occasionally it doesn't even play the music, which I wish I knew if there was a way to turn on a way to just play music on it, because the soundtrack in this game is very, very good. But right now it's just playing ambient, like grass rustling, which is very calming, sure, but
big dollars
I also
for
want
me.
Ooh.
Wow.
Oh, thank you.
All hail Budweiser.
Budweiser will grow. Budweiser will flow and grow. I feel like if we're gonna create some sort of, we're on like a desolate island. You know, there's really no much contact to the outside world except for tourists. I feel like we would be very much inclined to create our own like language here. So how would Budweiser, I mean, they're called Budweisers, right? We worship Budweiser on Beer Island. And people who worship Budweiser are called Budweisers, right? How would we say good morning to each other? Would we say like, good brewing to you, my fellow Budweiser? Good Beers Day. Like Monday wouldn't be called Monday, it'd be called Beers Day. Good Beers Day, my fellow Budweisers. Another beautiful day on Beer Island. It's a work in progress. We'll figure it out as we go. Hello, my fellow alcoholic. Brother, sucked down some good brews lately? You throated down any hoppy ones, brother? Hello, brother. You chug down. You slurp up that glurp. Hey, you slurping that glurp, brother? Have you heard of the High Elves? I saw a Budweiser the other day. Terrible creatures. Yeah, you know how is it Budweiser or is it Coors that's like the Rocky Mountains, like as cool as the Rocky Mountains? We serve hot beer here. Our beer is like lukewarm at best. Ice cold beer, you are not getting that here. We serve that shit boiling. Like you gotta like blow on it to cool it off. Was it Miller? Whatever, they're all the same. They all taste the same. Miller is all about cool Rockies. We're all about as hot as a volcano. That's our tagline. All right, they're digging away. We got a lot of basalt. Good. So now that they're digging away at that, so far no aquifer, which is great. We can start laying down foundation for our workshop. So we need to create a bunch of areas for working. So let's see here. I think we should just create a big workshop area to the left here that just has the basics of the workshop. Enough space to give us more workshop stuff. Except food. Food is going to be tricky. We need food to be very universal because we need a bunch of food and a bunch of beer. So we may need a separate location for booze and food. So we're going to just create a general workshop first. So let's see. Let's just create some things here. So these are going to be the workshops. We'll do a 4. Yeah. Great. And then we'll do another 4 like this. No. We need a little space. We need a little space. First part of this is just going to be planning. We want all about planning. We can change things as they go, but the more we plan ahead, the easier time we'll have in the future. I don't know if I'll need this many workshops here, but you never know. Oh, this is off by 1. Holy shit. God, good thing I caught that. That would have been catastrophic. This game isn't symmetrical, then we're gonna have a bad time. It's a little asymmetrical vertically, but we need that separation. Maybe we can separate it out. Maybe we can move it by 1. Here we go. I'd rather drink Rainier personally. I thought you said bath salt for a second. Basalt, bath salt. I mean, really anything is. We don't have any drug laws here in Beer Island. We're a sovereign territory. Like we're technically in like no man's land. So the jurisdiction of other countries don't really matter here. Anything goes on Beer Island. And this is just going to be a big fuck off storage area. All right. It's the big hashtag of industry right here. And we'll make, let's see. Right in the center. You guys may think of myself weird. We'll make a bunch of stairs that go down and then back up into these stairs. I can't explain to you why other than I just think it would look cool to have a bunch of underground passageways to all the rooms. Puts everything in the quantum realm. I will put stuff in the quantum realm. There's no doubt about that. But it is useful to just have a big storage as well. So underneath, everyone has to come from below to get here. Perfect. Just do that. Now this is a problem. A 2 to 3. That doesn't look very good, does it? But that's just what's going to happen. That's just how it's going to be. That's fine. No, that's fine. That looks good. You see, the servants are meant to be are not meant to be seen or heard. You cannot hear or see these guys. All they are doing, the idea is you're supposed to be at the pub drinking a beer, and at the moment you think that you want another beer, another one appears in your hand, and out of the corner of your eye you see someone scampering into a hatch in the ground. You swear you saw like a little guy, but like that might just be your imagination, because all you need is all you're gonna see is just someone scampering into like a there's gonna be a stuffed bear in the corner that's gonna rotate outward, and that's where the servants are gonna come out of, and then it's gonna rotate back really quick. So people are gonna be really scared. They're gonna see stuff out of the corner of their eyes, but they're gonna never know who's serving them. All right. So let's do that. Underground passageway. Obviously this is gonna be just for looks, just to have it carved out like that, just to say that we did it. Plus, we need access to this area at some point. But most of the passageways are going to be underneath. So once they figure that out, that'll be our big storage area. That's going to be the biggest climb here. If they mine it. What are they doing? No, we need you working. Why aren't you working? Oh, we only have 2 pickaxes. This is fine. We do need more. I should have gave us more pickaxes, but 2 is enough. 2 people who are good at mining should be okay. Let's see how everyone's doing up above. Just chilling. Maybe we should work on like a big entryway. No, that can wait. That can wait. We don't have any visitors yet. We won't start getting visitors until we start building a pub anyways. We just need to focus on infrastructure first. And while we're at it, we'll just dig straight down as well, because I think we may want access to the caves at some point, right? Because then people will visit us through the big cave system. Brew the beer and they will come. Exactly. The other thing is we also need beer. Like, beer isn't just going to be something we give to like the good folks of Beer Island as like a little resort treat. Like, we also, dwarves will just start rioting and they will start killing people for fun if they aren't aren't inebriated at all times. Like, when the game, you see the stocks up here where it says food and drink. Like, food means, you know, most things that are edible. That could be like a raw onion. That's considered food. They don't give a shit. They'll eat like a raw onion whole. They don't care. Food is food to them. But drink, there's no such thing as there's no other drink but alcohol and milk. I think those are the 2 types of drinks that a dwarf will enjoy. Caves are also good to start populating your dirt floors with fungus and lichens. Exactly. They will drink water in order to keep the rage going. They'll drink water in order to think, I'm so fucking pissed that I'm not drinking beer. Like, they won't kill themselves, but they will drink water out of spite. And then things really take a downward tumble pretty fast. I mean, the mole thing might still happen. See, it's a resort, right? We're going to start with the big show. I think we may start with, like, we may roll out different pubs like Disneyland, right? I think we'll start with, like, just the basic pub that may have, like, a lava view. Maybe, like, up, let's see, like, up here above the forges, we'll put, like, a glass kind of dome floor, and then people will, you know, enjoy their beer out here, but then it kind of juts into the side a little too. Later on, we can build a mega pub / temple to Budweiser right here. And then if we find an underground cave, we can, oh, I did the wrong designation there. If we find an underground cave, we can create a exotic underground cave inn where they can watch all the giant alligators helplessly bash against the, 12-foot thick glass walls we have. You can enjoy the rhythmic thumping of giant animals trying to break their way into your pub as you're enjoying a delicious warm beer. We're talking a few years down the line. Right now we're just establishing the servants' quarters. Like, nothing on this level will be seen by the guests. We can't have that. Where do they pee? See, these are questions that the devout followers of Budweiser don't ask. You just don't ask that question. And frankly, it's not my problem. dwarf urine hasn't really been a problem for me in this game yet. Until they add it. Maybe they don't even pee. You know, it's a fantasy world. They probably don't. In fact, you know what? In my headcanon, dwarves don't urinate. They just sweat like crazy. Just beads of sweat. They missed. If a dwarf's version of defecating is them sitting down and you just hear a as just like a steam vent opens up in their pores and they just excavate just like gas and smoke. Is Budweiser dwarf pee? I'm not at liberty to reveal any information about what our beer is made out of. Budweiser is an all-powerful deity dedicated to debauchery and alcoholism. I mean, you could say dwarfs fart. I guess if you really want to just be very reductionist about it and just reduce down, you know, the complex biological processes of a dwarf down to just them farting, that's fine. I mean, if you want to reduce them down to something so vulgar, that's fine. But yeah, sure. Dwarfs fart. All right, so we've got the underground here. I mean, I don't want them to mine forever because I do need them to start doing other things. Like right now, we can actually build a workshop here. And so I think what I'm going to do first, I'm going to build the stoneworkers workshop. We'll make it out of some basalt. And then we also need a carpenter's workshop, which honestly, I have no particular desire to have some sort of uniformity in my workshop. So I'm just going to put another workshop right next to it because we need both of those. And then once we have a carpenter's workshop, we can start working on the quantum storage. And look, I'm just going to make the quantum storage, and I'll kind of loosely explain to you what quantum storage is. But I'll tell you this, it requires minecarts. And a singular block of storage is all it's going to take. But basically, what you can do in this game is rocks, for instance, these little rocks you see, these pebbles on the ground, they take up one whole area of storage. They are not very economical. Yeah, whatever. Not very economical to store. Okay. So what you can do is you can kind of cheat the system a little, and you can create a minecart that infinitely dumps rocks into one long, tall pile that never ends. This gold, this is brimstone. Brimstone, which is very thematic for all our lava here. I mean, we've got orthoclase, we've got brimstone, we've got cobaltite, we've got allanite, a lot of copper, just loose copper lying around. Just like Shrek. I don't know what that was even. I don't even know what you were referencing or responding to in there, but I'm going to agree with you. Just like Shrek. We got all sorts of things. We got cinnabar. We are resource rich. We are rolling in it. Oh, brimstone. Like Shrek. Like when Donkey says brimstone. It's exactly what it's going to be like. All right, let's see what else these guys can make. What else do I need right away? I'm going to need a mechanics workshop. That's going to get me some well-deserved mechanical parts that will keep this ship running smooth. Shrek says brimstone? Doesn't Donkey say it when like the dragon is saying something like when the dragon like blows a smoke ring around him and then he says something like, is that brimstone? No, he says the hint of minty freshness is what he says when she breathes on him. He says, do I detect a hint of minty freshness? And then Shrek says brimstone. It's true. Donkey says Shrek farted, and Shrek says it's brimstone, and then everybody laughs. You forgot to add the part where, see, this is where I come in, and I say then everybody laughs. And then doesn't Shrek burp and go, better out than in, I always say. And then I'm a Believer starts playing. That's my favorite scene in the movie. Shrek farts really loud and goes, and then I saw her face, and I'm a believer. And then Shrek's just farting the whole scene. Fucking hilarious. All right, we're going to build the quantum storage. We're going to start building that right away. Let's put it... Yeah, let's put it right here. This is going to be stone... quantum stone. What's going to be loaded there is stone, except for metal. We don't want metal there, because we're going to put metal somewhere else. So we put that in there. Then we are going to build track stop, where the minecart will dump our infinite stone into. All right, let's see. Let's zoom in a little bit here. There we go. So now we have all that built. I think we should have, yep, we have our minecart built. So this is what we're going to do. Create a new route. We're going to call it stone Q storage, Q store. We're going to create that route there. We're going to tell it to only load this bad boy up with ores. We're going to tell it to grab. Now here's where we got to wait, because the way quantum storage works is you have to have a buffer storage where initially things get grabbed from. And so what I'm going to do is when this finishes building, when they finish mining this, in fact, I'm actually just going to start building it now. I'm going to create a storage here. And this is going to accept everything for now, and we'll move it all later. So this is going to accept everything except for corpses, because we don't want them stinking up the place. We don't want body parts stinking up the place. Skulls and bones, that's cool. Those don't smell. That's fine. These, though other things, however, do smell really bad. So what we can do here is that we can pick a stockpile that we're going to pick from, and that's just going to be the main stockpile. And then we're going to add our minecart to it. So if we did this correctly, let's see, if we did this correctly, they should just be dumping everything in there. So they'll eventually start, there's a whole lot of other things they're doing, but they should start picking up stones. There you go, here's a guy. He's picking up a stone. No, he is not doing that yet. Okay, never mind. They're all packing in all their gear first. Basically, long story short, is they dump rocks into this minecart, and this minecart dumps them into this one square, and that just infinitely stores rock. It's gonna save me a boatload of a headache. I won't have a headache. God, I'm like having a seizure right now. It will save me the headache of having to deal with stones later, because they will all be stored in one location. I don't even have to think about it. All these little pockmarks will disappear. All right, let's see. Let's build some other stuff. Let's see. What else do we need? We do need a craft spot. We'll craft that out of... we got to keep everything kind of cohesive. So we seem to have a lot of basalt, so we're going to make it out of basalt. Then what else? We need a jeweler. That's going to be important because we need everything to look gleaming and glittering and beautiful for our guests. And then we also need a farm. Farm is going to be very important. Where do we want the farm to be? So this is where it gets tricky because we need food quickly given to our guests. We don't want the farm to be on the same level the guests are on because we don't want them to see how the magic happens. We want them to be able to get it really quickly. So how do we do that? Let's see. What I can do is, I just got a great idea. So behind, you know how I mentioned that all the guests, all the servant quarters are going to be underneath the bars, underneath the resort. We'll just put an entire farm and an entire brewery beneath each pub. So each pub is just going to have its own ecosystem. Perfect. Okay. So we got to work on the first bar. The first bar is going to be right here. Right in this area. So what we'll do is we'll just mine. We'll mine out like that much, and then we'll build the rest of it later. But what's important is once we build, we'll build that up. So underneath it, we can put our farm. Perfect. Okay. So we will put a staircase right here. And this is where our workers will come in. And they don't have to see any of it. We'll make a separate guest entrance somewhere else. So the workers will come from the ground. And then here we'll create a new farm. Okay. Farms in this, until you find a cave, until you find an underground cave, which I'm not ready to get yet because that's shit. Once you build an underground cave, you're just gonna start getting random giant beasts wandering into your fortress, and none of my guys are particularly trained in combat yet. So we're gonna be patient and wait first. Plus, I only have 7 people. So we need to collect more workers soon. So you can see they're dragging all the rocks here. You can see this list to my right is just going to keep getting bigger and bigger because it's just going to be stacking rocks infinitely. So we'll build that. So let's see. We need a farm. So farms are going to be a little weird. You have to like fabricate them yourself because the rocky ground is not good enough for farming yet. Not right away, at least. Let's see. We want like a moderately big farm, but we don't want it too crazy because we don't have really the means to supply a big farm yet. So we'll make like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by 5 farm. Maybe we'll do like 2 5 by 5 farms. Like so. And then in the corner, this isn't where the farm's going to be. This is where they're going to pour water. Oh no, but that's another problem. Do we have a water source? Before I do anything else. Oh, we do. Oh, lovely. We got a little pond. Perfect. It's going to be a little bit of a pain in the ass to get that pond over where we need it, but that's okay. But we have a pond. I'm not going to go through the effort of channeling that thing all the way down here right now. But I do need to set that as a water source. Let me do that real quick. This disgusting swamp water. Right here. Just a singular patch of disgusting swamp water. There you go. Water source. Accept. Perfect. So they should be dragging it from there. I think we need we'll need like a well. because our dwarves are picky. They do need some sort of device with a bucket attached to it to even consider making. All right, here we go. Now we need to make some blocks, some bricks, and we're on our way. These guys don't even know. They think they can see. We gave them like a really, really shisty contract. They think that they're actually getting like a timeshare in this whole resort, but the reality is the timeshare stipulates that like it's not timeshare, it's share time. So they're actually sharing their time to be here, which means that they are. It's just a fancy way of saying that they are indentured servants and aren't going anywhere and aren't going to enjoy any of the luxuries that our resort offers. But you know, hey, dwarves aren't much readers. They're more doers than readers. All right, cool. We have everything we need to build this well over here. If I can find it. I like one drop of water. There it is. Perfect. Someone will eventually come over here and build that well. And then, in preparation for building a bunch of farms, let's build some buckets. Because these people are going to have to slosh a bunch of water around. Oh, hello, Sampi Vivo. Welcome. I hope you enjoy watching dwarfs.
Corporal, something's happening to the children.
Ooh, thank you for the resub.
Whoa.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. We're building Beer Island, the dwarf resort. I hope you enjoy. What's your favorite way to consume beer? Mine is through the mouth. I know that's a very bold way to kind of consume a beverage, but I am built a little different. Let's see, let's even this out. I don't know why I'm making this look psychotic. I know it's weird. That's exactly what I'm saying. It's weird, it's different, but you know, I'm weird, I'm different. What can I say? I'm a special little snowflake in a world full of sheep, you know what I mean? I'm like a wolf. I'm a Sigma male. What can I say? Dude, this music, I don't know why it's cutting out so often. Actually, really frustrating me. I want to listen to the delicious dwarf music. Why not through my belly button? It's just a little too, too standard. IMO. In my honest opinion. Is it because there's lava? Is that why the music's not playing? Is it just gonna be lava music? I guess we could just play some just really intense electronic music. Butt chugging for peak performance. It'd be very funny if just out of nowhere, just Dwarf Fortress just had a really intense drum and bass section. Oh, I just made a terrible mistake. I just made an uneven farm. I can retcon this. I can remedy this. Boom. Now it's both at 6. They're both even. Symmetry confirmed. I wish there was a speed up in this game, because a lot of this is just waiting for mining to happen. I do need to get a farm going stat. I can't really hunt. I don't think I have a crossbow. Do I have a... I don't have any stock, so I can't tell. I do have a crossbow. I should be telling someone to hunt then. We need to make a farming workshop or something. Let's just get that out of the way. I guess we can do our prep here. Yeah, we'll do all our prep here, and then we'll do our cooking underneath places. Farming. We'll do a butcher. Put those over here. And then we'll do... Can't really catch anything because there's no fish. So we'll do a farmer's workshop. Okay, our underground farm preparations begin. First things first, I've got to create a dumping zone. Let's create a quick dump zone up here. It's right there. And we'll begin to dump. Because we need all this stone out of the way. I like to get this stone taken care of first. Voila. And this is where the janky part comes in. I mean, well, I don't know even why I say that. This whole game is just the janky part. But this is how we're gonna fill this pond. So we'll just create a bunch of pits where they will individually put a single bucket of water. Now I'm sure there's like an easier way to do this, but this is an old habit of mine. I don't know if they've changed how water works in this game, but you can really start fucking things up if you just have your dwarves dumping water everywhere. So this prevents any mistakes from happening. They'll just dump a puddle of water on the ground, and the cave will just soak it up, and then suddenly, out of nowhere, this pile of mud, you can now farm on top of it. This will take some time because they're all very far away from the water, but the downside is I kind of have to watch this take place, because if I don't watch it, they will just start mindlessly pumping this pond full of water, and this whole underground area will flood, which I guess actually wouldn't be a bad thing. Wouldn't be the worst thing. Okay, anyways, let's see. Let's increase the amount of wheelbarrows they can use here. Oh, see, they're filling it up. The moment they fill one up, you got to delete the zone so they don't fuck it up. Yes, every step we take, every new hole we dig, every bucket of water, disgusting fetid swamp water that we feed the ground with, is another step closer to creating the most foamy brew with such a magnificent amber head and such a fine hoppy flavor. Do I have a dormitory yet? No, I do not. They be sleeping on the ground. I find that dwarves it's not really a big deal if they don't have bedrooms yet. I kind of like them just kind of falling asleep on the floor. But I should plan out one, huh? So if they're working on this floor, should they be sleeping on this floor? I feel like I need all the room for like... This is the work floor. They will sleep where they walk. They sleep down here. So let's see. We'll just make their beds along the passageways. So we'll leave like a gap. We'll just have a bedroom start right here. We'll just have the dormitory be like right here for now. Yeah. We'll rough out the kinks later. But they'll be sleeping right here. Oh, and see, you step away for a second and they start... Damn, these dwarves are fast. That water's like halfway across the island. They're just booking it. They understand the severity of the situation because we only have 10 bottles of beer left, maybe roughly. We don't know how many bottles of beer we have left, and that scares them. Oh shit, we just got a bunch of dudes. Oh fuck, we have so many more dudes now. We have like 16 dwarves. Oh crap, we've been still giving that promotion, free beer promotion. Yeah, I'll get my record keeper set up. I like to have a little bit of meat in the fortress first before I start doing that. I feel like I just don't feel the urge to do that quite yet. I need all the hands on deck. But let's see, where can I do that? The offices can be down here as well. I'll have the office, actually I'll have the record keeper right next to it. Perfect. There's 3 offices here. And while they're building that, I need a door. Need a door. I need a table. And I need a chair. Or in this case, the throne. Alright, so they've done the first half of my farm. Once this all dries up, the second half can begin, and then we will have our first farm, and then we'll be cruising. We'll be brewing drinks like crazy. Alright, we'll toss all this, because we don't need that quite yet. See, everyone's hauling right now. We've got so many rocks lying around that people are just spending most of their time. There we go. This guy's crafting. We're good. We're good. We're good. Who do we want our record keeper to be? Let's see. Bookkeeper. Looks like our stone crafter is a competent record keeper, but I need him to craft stone. We'll make our we need brewers. Those are like priests. These guys will be like priests amongst our people. We'll make this milker. Weirdo. Stop being fucking milker. This guy comes to the island and we ask him like, what are you good at? He's like, I can milk a cow. I can milk all sorts of creatures real good. Like, once I get my hands on a teat of any, you name it, a cow, a horse, a gorilla, I can milk those motherfuckers. I know how to get that stuff out. I'm good at it. And you're sitting there like, well, we can't say no. We need the help. But I wish we could say no to this guy because he sounds like a psycho. I'm really good. I can grab the teat and I can just squeeze that shit. You name it. If I can grab it and it's got a hole in it and then I can milk it. Believe me, I've tried everything. I know all the techniques. Anyways, buddy, that's cool, dude. Hey, that's really cool. We're glad you can milk. Can you just keep a record? Can you go into this small hole into the wall and just write down every single item that we ever get ever? Can you do that? Thanks, man. No, it's like, does it have milk in it? Can I milk in here? No. Yeah. When you're on break, yeah. When you're on break, you can milk it in your office. Just, when you're on break. Otherwise, you're just going to be sitting down there writing down things 24/7. Can you do that instead? Awesome. Thank you. All right. Bookkeeper. Ooh, without the E to show you that it's kind of hip with it. Wait, why does this guy get this room? Hold up. What? Is this person like... Are they married? Does this mean... Wait, is it because you're married to someone? Oh, you're married to this guy? What, so it's his office too? That's not how the world works. Just because you have a job doesn't mean your husband also has that job. I don't think that's how that's supposed to work. Whatever, if he helps you count, that's fine. I just... Well, hold up. You're not gonna milk your husband when you're working, are you? Look, whatever you do in your free time, that's fine. You can do whatever you want in your free time. Just don't use the office for it. Okay? Okay. Thank you. You're married? Jesus. All right, now we have an accurate thing, and this shit's bad. We've got like 9 fish, 1 meat, 0 plants. We are starving. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pause the game real quick, and I'm just going to go up to our plateau here, and I'm just gonna tell them to harvest all this stuff. We've got like muskmelon. I'm sure that's delicious. Cranberries. That's fine. Yams. Okay, yeah, this is great. They'll harvest all this stuff. They'll get some random foraged stuff, and they'll survive for a little bit longer. All right, we gotta delete. Ooh, delete that. Damn, these guys are fast. Guess when you have nothing else to do, running to the well and back is gonna be all the entertainment you're gonna get. So as you can see here, I'm making a spattering of mud, and that's all you need to grow the most delicious wine-bearing fruits you've ever tasted. They're called plump helmets. Imagine like someone makes you a delicious meal and a delicious beverage, and they're like, "Oh, cool! What is this mushroom that you put in there?" It's called plump helmets. Tell me you would not eat a mushroom called plump helmet. That just sounds juicy. Sounds like a delicious, juicy mushroom. I don't know how I'd feel about a juicy mushroom, but I would definitely eat one. Okay, now that is almost done. Once that dries up, we'll have our first farm. We're hanging on by a thread right now, but soon sacrifices have to be made. That's all I'm going to say. You have to make sacrifices. You have to break through a few rocks to get beer. That's what they always say. While we're here, though, we need a couple of bins. You know, I think I'm going to punish my milking bookkeeper. I'm going to punish them further because of their weird choice of occupation. I'm going to turn them into the manager as well. If I keep, like, I just need to keep this guy working. If I don't, they're going to start milking, and I can't have that. So I'm just going to have them pull double duty. Like, our guests, the first thing our guests we don't want to hear gossip going around the resort about the one servant that walks around talking about milking different animals. Oh my god, they're doing it. What are they doing? What do you do? You better not be milking each other. I was near to my own table. It's interesting. I was aroused talking to the spouse. They're gonna milk each other. We got to get them out of there. We got to get them out of there. They're gonna milk each other. I knew it. Okay, he left. Oh, okay. Jesus Christ, I knew it. I knew it. I knew something was up. I knew it was a sex thing. Little freakazoids. I don't think I've met a single person who calls themselves a professional milker who isn't a weirdo. You tell me you milk something that's all you do for a living? Mm-hmm. That's great. I'm not going to introduce you to my family ever. It scared the shit out of me. The moment so it's like, oh babe, oh wow, you got a brand new office job. And then they go like, yeah, look, this table, you know what this table reminds me of? And he leans in and goes, oh, milking. And then she just goes, yup. She hasn't bent over that desk, bent over and milked. Nightmare story. I was bent over and milked. This is how I survived. Okay, so we have the manager now. Who is this? What? The Lens of Hands. Someone brought some family heirloom to the... No personal effects, please. So now that we have a manager, we can do work orders. So what I like to do is I like to do stone blocks. Because we are always in need of rock blocks. Let's see. The amount of rock blocks. They will keep making rock blocks until there are at least 100 rock blocks. And that's probably still not enough. All right. So someone's gonna be chopping away in there pretty much damn near all the time. He's in there. They're in there. They're fucking in the office again. I gotta give these people a bedroom. I gotta make a dormitory fast. I gotta get this dormitory out, like, done. We need to start building some beds. Otherwise, these guys are gonna keep fucking in the office. You give these guys anything. You give these guys any leeway. You give them an inch and they take a yard. The heat of that volcano, for sure. Absolutely. Something in the lava is making them go nuts. And he just hangs out in there. God, he doesn't even like what, and they, oh my God. And that's where they count all the food, man. That's where we count all the food. You can't be doing stuff in there. You're gonna ruin my resort before we even get off the ground, dude. We don't even have our first farm yet, and you're already like spreading your seed. You know what I'm talking about? God damn it. Hold on, I'm gonna look at these guys' personalities. All right, Milker. Dodoc. Faint Laces. Kind of a horny name. Poor Empathy. Well, that explains it. She does not often feel lustful. I don't know. I think you feel lustful because you're always fucking in your office. She's quick to anger and takes offered help and gifts without feeling particularly grateful. This person's insane. She's a psychopath. Although it is a grim oh yeah, it's just winter. There's a trade, there's supposed to be like a trade caravan. I guess I can set up a trade depot, but we don't really have anything to trade with these guys yet, so let's see. Trade depot. Got a perfect little plateau for them to be. We'll put them like right here. There. Make it out of oak logs. I don't have anything to trade these guys, so they are just gonna bite the bullet. Alright, we have one farm ready, so let's do that. We're just going to make plump helmets exclusively here. Expedition leader Asmel meets with the outpost liaison Stockard. I am your liaison from the mountain homes. Let's discuss your situation. There's much to share. And now I can ask for stuff here. I think I'm gonna need some seeds. Need sweet pods and cave wheat and some rock nuts. We need all sorts of varieties of alcohol. And I personally don't care what they need exported because I'm just gonna give them a bunch of jewel-encrusted Cupid dolls. And they'll be satisfied with that alone. Alright, we're getting some beds made. We need to get these guys. We need to get the dormitory made stat. Otherwise, they're just gonna be fucking on everything. We just can't have that. Dormitory, done. Build some beds. Here we go. Perfect. I'm struggling for food, but have dolls. Well, see, I can't trade with these guys yet. I don't really have anything worth getting rid of. Everything I kind of need for either now or the future. Oh shit! See, you let them dump water for just 5 seconds, and it gets everywhere. You don't watch the pond, and then they just spill it everywhere. Clumsy, clumsy, clumsy. No, I'm fine on food for now. We're at 12 plants, sure, but soon Soon we'll be at quite a lot. This is just going to be a bunch of plump helmets. We're just going to make them make this forever. All right, perfect. So they're going to be planting there, and then eventually plants grow pretty fast in this, so we're pretty much set. We may do one more harvest run. Like, buddy, you don't need the trade here. We're good. We've got the almighty Budwise on our side, okay? We're good. We'll just eat disgusting muskmelons and the occasional raw cranberry. That's how badass we are. That's how resilient we are as people. All right, let's see here. What else can I make that'll be beneficial? You know, honestly, might build another. I'm gonna destroy this. I'm gonna build another stone crafting workshop. We just need as much of these as possible, honestly. And then we'll move the carpenter's bench up here. Because we also need to build another quantum storage. Ooh, a pink one. Ooh, wow. They're getting a little too creative down here. We need to start teaching them a lesson. All right, we're going to build a wood storage right here, just so all that wood doesn't clog up our ecosystem. And we'll do the same old, mine cart. Make one of those. Thank you. Can't put anything in there. No wheelbarrows, nothing. All this wood. Quantum wood. Perfect. Down 9 plants. Come on, we gotta get... These guys need to be growing fast. We need food. Random grass on the ground is not gonna be enough for these people. Once they find out there's no severance pay, it's over. We need to keep them distracted with work 24/7. Okay. So now we build another track stop. Dumps to the left. Make it out of basalt. Then we create a new route. Here. Only wood. Link. Pull it from there. Add. This one. Perfect. Okay. So now over time, they'll start putting all the wood in there, see? And it's just going to start stacking on top of each other infinitely. Beautiful. You have to make a work order here. Another one for bins, because we're going to need bins if we're going to keep our storage looking good. A wooden bin, excuse me. Don't need much. I just need like 2 bins. 2 bins every time there's like less than 2 empty bins. Yeah, great. All right, farm 1 is underway. Farm 2 is almost done. The dormitory is starting to look okay. This is going to be kind of ugly for a bit because they're going to... Yeah, okay. Well, now that we're building stuff here, we need to start building a glass forge so we can start getting that beautiful glass floor that the dwarves, that our customers are desiring. So, now that we have a bunch of blocks in the work, as you can see all these Minecraft squares everywhere, we can start building our forges. And we don't want it to be under here. We don't want them looking at what we're working on. So we're going to put it like around the corner so they can't see what's going on over here. We want to be invisible to these folk. All right. So let's see. Let me just check something really quick. So Magma Forge. Do you have to have a hole for the magma to go into the Magma Forge, or can I just put it above magma on a floor and call it good? Because I remember in vanilla, in original Dwarf Fortress, you have to have like a hole at a very specific point so it can like siphon lava out of the ground. But I may be wrong here. It may just have to be on top of it. Here, this is what I'll do. There needs to be a hole. Yeah, I think there does. I just don't think it can be in the middle. I think it's got to be in a very weird location. Yeah, I did this on another save, and I've just put holes in it on another save just to be safe. So I don't really know if I need to or not. But we'll find out. Okay. We'll just put a bunch of stuff here. All right, we don't have access to this area yet. We'll mine this out first. Wait for someone to come along with that. Thank you. Then we'll start building our floor. We'll make it out of microcline. We'll make it a... Oh, we don't have enough. I hate a patchwork floor. I really do. Don't want an ugly floor. I want it to be uniform. Oh, you know what? It doesn't matter. It's going to be covered. It doesn't matter. Let's just make it out of whatever. We'll use all of our random pyrolucite, sure, whatever, orpiment, whatever. And we'll just do the rest in that. That's a wall. We don't need we need floors. That's not what I wanted. I wanted floors. Thank you. Just make it out of that and there. Okay. And that is going to build, we need to do like, we just need to erase like one random patch. Perfect. So we're going to start getting glass furnaces made. I don't know if we have access to sand quite yet. Doesn't look like it. It's all, oh no, we have sandy clay. Oh yeah, we have access to sand. We're fine. We'll be fine. Then we're going to start making a boatload of glass blocks, and we're just going to build a giant glass floor. We need to start getting this resort off the ground stat. Because currently, right now, we're zero food, no drinks, and only one farm. You also got to get a mill going, which is a little frustrating because I could do a quern, which is like a hand mill, but a powered mill would be a lot better. I could just make one long path down. I think I'll do that. We'll do that later, though. Look at that. See? Look at that. I not yet. See this patch of water? I can't put a farm plot over there until the water's gone. It has to disintegrate first. But they just collected a bunch of plants. Look at that. We now have 16 plants. Soon that will get even bigger. We'll have 2 farms planting plump helmets nonstop, which grow really fast, and you can make both alcohol and food out of it. There we go. Perfect. Perfect timing. Time to build another farm plot. Okay, that's done. Now we can start making magma stuff. So we'll do... I feel like we gotta do at least like one more kind of set of floors by it so they don't just kind of trip and fall into the lava, even though I know that's not really that possible. Okay, here's what I'll do. We'll build floors right here. Like that. Make it out of just whatever we've got on us. And then we'll erase that and that. Then we're good. Our plants are dwindling, but that's okay. More plump helmets. We also need to start doing cave wheat, and we all need to start doing all sorts of other things too. But right now, we're just going to be a singular crop at the moment. Oh, that was a scary... What was that? Oh, shit. My expedition leader. They're in a fey mood. Oh, fuck. Where are they? Asmel. I gotta find them. Okay, here's a fun thing that happens in the game. Fey moods are occasional moods that your dwarves get possessed, basically, and then they create a legendary work of art. It could be anything. It could be an object, a sword, a chair, but whatever it is, it will be like the best thing you've ever seen in your entire life. So let's follow them around. What do they need? They're in a fey mood. What do they need? How do I check what they need in the fey mood? Because she's not doing anything. Her skills, she is a blacksmith, a weaponsmith, an armorsmith. Okay, she's probably going to want to craft some stuff with metal and shit. We do not have any of that yet, but we will in a second. Workshop. Magma forge. Make. Iron anvil. We gotta get this fulfilled fast. This is such a good boon for us at Beer Island. Yeah, a magma forge and a magma smelter should do the trick. We'll just need these couple of guys to start building it. There we go. And the moment they forge, we'll just make a bunch of materials. Let's make let's just make some native silver. Once we start crafting a bunch of just beautiful silver, they'll make something magnificent. Oh, there they are. Wait, what are they doing? She's doing it. She's claimed the magma forge. I need to know what she needs, though. What does she need? She's believing. She believes. The forge tab. I must have bones, metal bars. Oh, fuck. This is... Wait, okay, hold up. The traders are still here, right? Please still be here. Fuck! No! Oh, this is bad news. We have no bones, but we do have creatures. Okay. We're gonna have to kill something. We're gonna have to kill this baby yak. We're gonna have to kill this baby yak. I'm so sorry, guys. We're gonna have to kill a baby yak. We have to slaughter it. In the name of Budwise, we'll have to slaughter this yak. Okay, ready for... Okay. Alright. Delicious meats, but more importantly, delicious bones. She needs bones, and we need metal bars. Okay, someone's making metal bars. Perfect. While we're here... we'll build more floors. I'm pausing the game because I think she'll just either lose the mood or starve to death. One of the two things happens when she doesn't get her way. I need to make a little storage area, and what we're going to do is we're going to make quantum storage. Who's going to do it? Who's going to kill the calf? There it is, the sacrificial yak. We'll name you first. We'll name you, Jesus Christ. Stray Jesus Christ. We'll get a tannery done. Oh, I don't want to make that a microclimate. It's gonna ruin my feng shui. Sure, we've got like pressing matters, but always time for feng shui. Okay. We've got all the skin, we got a bunch of prepared meats. Is that her? No, that's not her. She's getting it. Here she is. We'll follow her. Wait, I thought I told the follower. Where is she? She'll come up out of the ground here in a second. And they're gonna tan the hides. Alright, she's working on something, isn't she? She's working furiously. She's going to, whatever she's going to make a masterpiece out of silver bars and yak calf, the bones of Jesus Christ. With the bones of Jesus Christ and a silver bar, she will create the most beautiful thing you've ever seen in your entire life. It's going to be amazing. And we got to find a place to display these, because these are important. Artifacts are important. I need to display it. Oh, we'll display it in the tavern. Oh. And we'll put a little plaque down that says, in memory of Jesus Christ, who sacrificed themselves to create this beautiful object. Perfect. We'll put it right. Oh, we can make a display case, right? Can we make a display case? I think we need a glass kiln for that. She's making that thing. Hold up. We'll just get rid of all these here. Okay. Oh, this is so exciting. I didn't think we'd get an artifact so soon. This is great news. She's done it. Asmel, expedition leader, has created Bimodom, a silver splint. She offers it to the workers. Wow. Now she's a legendary blacksmith. So obviously we need to have her. She's just going to be our blacksmith. We'll have this guy also be there. Oh no, it has to be one person. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, you think, well, hey, it's our first artifact. You know, the first artifact is going to be not the best. The first artifact is never the best. Sling Cloister. Treasure. This is it's in the Magma Forge. Let's see. Yeah, see, it's not very interesting. It's okay. It's our first one. First of hopefully many. A silver splint. All craft worship is of the highest quality. It's studded with silver. This object menaces with spikes of yak bone. Feel like that wouldn't be the best splint to use? I don't know how much it costs, though. Is that all the information we have on it? Okay. I guess he has the splint now. Does he have it in his? He does. He's carrying it very carefully, and it's now coated with water. He just like spilled water all over it. Hey, it's very, we can't control what the person makes. And remember, we already talked about how much our expedition leader is kind of like an asshole. Like they're not very creative either. So of course they're gonna be like, I'll just create a splint. I don't know. I don't fucking know. A splint? Sure. Imagine Yes, it is literally a bone splint. So they've created a legendary treasure. They were possessed. They've entered a magical state of extreme knowledge and knowing. And now they are a legendary blacksmith. They know every single thing on making stuff with their bare hands and metal, right? They are the king of it. But they decided to use all that power and energy to create a spiked splint out of silver and bone. So one lucky fellow is going to get that splint latched onto their leg, and then they're going to be like, ah, this kind of fucking hurts. It's like a bunch of bone spikes all over it. What the hell? This shit kind of sucks. It's also made of silver, so it's like going to bend. It's not very good. And then they're going to pick it up and they're going to throw it in the trash. Don't know what this thing was all about. That's weird. Can I get like a normal splint now? All right, hold up. We need... Oh, I fucked this up. I need this to be even. Otherwise, I'm going to lose my mind. We'll just build another floor there. Glass furnace. And whoever builds that floor, then we'll do the rest of it. Beautiful. Okay. Blocked. Oh, shit. I just needed it anywhere else. Oh, right. Duh. I didn't do it. It needs to be a magma one. I forgot. You're right. Magma glass furnace. Furnace, magma glass furnace. Perfect. And then what we'll do down here is we'll have a big, not really big, but we'll have a metal ore storage that's not allowed any allowed wheelbarrows. That's fine. No bins. And then we're gonna make another quantum storage here. Stone, metal ores, build, construction. You know the drill at this point. Quantum science, yada yada yada, microcline blocks, etc. etc. We need to, put a Minecraft, this shit Minecraft. You know how to be POV, this shit be Minecraft. What? Oh, we need logs. We're all out of, we need to deforest a little bit more. We need to lower the property value. People aren't coming in here to look at trees. Let's be honest. People are coming here to get wasted. Everything looks like a tree when you're wasted. So who cares if there's real trees out there? Now that we have a magma furnace, let's collect some sand. We're keeping the big tree. Look, this one's got a fat trunk. People are going to be like, damn, that's a fat trunk. Look at that. Damn, it's fucking fat. Plus, we've got the entrance tree. Can I harvest them a little farther from the entrance? I mean, look, think of it this way, right? Yeah, first of all, you're right. That's elf talk. Get that thought out of your head. You're not an elf, you're a dwarf. Second of all, look, beautiful one singular peach tree on a lone mountain. Isn't that poetic? And then the entrance to your beer nirvana below. Your entry into beer nirvana is laden with beautiful red peach leaves and fresh juicy peaches. You can grab a peach on your way in. The elves will see you winning and tell you you can't cut down trees. That is so fucking true. All right. Plus, trees will regrow. They randomly regrow too. So look, there's all these saplings everywhere. Trees they will not go away. We have nothing but time to make the perfect nirvana. We have enough wood yet? We do. Perfect. The only diplomacy the elves will do is impose a limit on number of trees cut. Exactly. Elves in this world are they're chicken shit, all right? Oh, I can't. So there's this game. We're not going to be seeing a crazy amount of Dwarf Fortress on me streaming. It's not the most stream friendly game, I would say. I do want to keep doing our booze resort. We will keep streaming it. I'm just probably not going to stream it like literally all the time. But when adventure mode comes out, we're going to be streaming that. That's really fucking fun. Adventure mode is when you play as a singular person walking through your own generated world. And so we could visit the elves if we wanted to. Okay, he's made a minecart. All right. So now we make another route. Oh, we gotta rename this one so we know what we're looking at. This one's called Wood Q Store. This one's going to be called Metal Ore Q Store. Then let's see. Do we want this to be metal ore? Or do we want this to be? Yeah, we do. We want multiple Q stores here. So this is gonna be Q store for ore. Q store for ore. Try saying that 5 times fast. And then we'll make it so it only takes metal ores. We'll make sure that it grabs from this one and from this one. And then that's all we need to do. We need to assign a minecart to it. We need to make one more minecart because we need to do one for bars. Oh, that's right. Elves are big slavers in this one. They love trees a lot, but that's about it. They also love slavery. Kind of also a big deal for them. Right, now they should start. There we go. They're not really they're not really using wheelbarrows. I wish they could. Can they use wheelbarrows? Can I make them use wheelbarrows? Because this is pretty annoying that they can't. No. I guess I'm doing something that isn't really mechanically what I should be doing. Like, that's not really something they agree with. And then we're gonna also do another storage here for metal bars. And then also, now we'll make glass somewhere else. I mean, we'll put glass somewhere else. It'll take a little bit longer to make glass, but glass is pretty light, so they can haul it really fast. I'm just doing the reason I do any of this like weird storage mechanic nonsense is because you can see them now. You see how slow. We'll just wait till someone grabs another one. Like, he's using a wheelbarrow to move stuff around, but look at this guy. He's just kind of like moseying along because he picked up a giant rock and he's just kind of dragging it over to the storage. We need him to be not doing that. All right, hold up. We need this. You leave it alone for 2 seconds. No bins allowed. Just take that bin out. Look at them, they're just kind of like zombies just moseying over there because they can't use wheelbarrows. It's kind of a downside, but once it all gets put in there, once all of our majority of our iron ore leaves this area and gets put over here, it's just going to be a lot more of a quicker process. They will buy goblins from me? Oh yeah, I can't wait. Can't wait. All right, new route. Add new route. This one's called Metal Bars Q Store. There, yada 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 yada, blah 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 blah, etc. etc. Beer, beer, beer. They're gonna grab from. I guess we have to do both. I guess I have to turn that stockpile into a metal stockpile as well. And that's it. We add our minecart. Right. Turn this into metal bars. Boom. No, the quantum storage was not an intended mechanic of the game. I think it probably is something they did to prevent crashing. Because if an object were to try to occupy the same space as another object, I'm sure that causes problems, so they just instead stack them. They never fixed it, but this game is a very complex game. It originally was not coded on a game system. It was coded. I mean, I'll show you what it used to look like. This game used to use nothing but a tile set of letters to work. Let's see here. We do a quick display. This is what it used to look like. ACII code. The stuff on the left, it was just all glyphs and icons that could be generated on a keyboard. Oh no, they think it's cool. Oh, the devs, yeah. No, the devs, I think one of them was like a physicist before they did this stuff. So if you were to tell them that someone created a method where you just use a minecart to auto dump a bunch of objects into one stack, infinite stack, they think that'd be incredible. Yeah, two guys made this game. 2 guys alone. Yeah, electrical engineer. They're both very smart dudes. Very, very cool, very smart dudes. What is this? Snow-covered microclimate. Oh, fuck. That's right. This is technically outside. This is fine. The snow won't be that big of a problem. No bins. Don't put bins in here. I'm sick of bins. Why? Get out. No metal bars left in here. Can't have metal bars in there anymore. Yeah, heat isn't really a big thing in this game. I mean, these guys are also sitting on a thin stone floor that they've just kind of haphazardly built over a infinitely deep pool of lava. So snow can build up here. I hope it doesn't snow like crazy on this map. We'll see how crazy it snows, but I don't think it'll be that big of a deal. All right, they're organizing everything there. We have sand. We don't. Why not? Needs empty bag. Okay. All right, our food is slowly being grown, but not enough. But our seeds are good. Oh, we're good. Okay, cool. We need to start brewing. So, work order. Brew from plant. Conditions. If the amount of drinks is less than, for now we'll make it less than 30. They will start brewing from plants. See, this is just the wacky world we live in. You can see all this snow commingling with magma. It's just the wacky wild world of Dwarf Fortress. Doesn't that just make you want to giggle with glee, with whimsy? Don't you feel enthralled with whimsical glee. All right, is someone gonna brew? Oh my god, oh, rookie mistake. I was so focused on having my breweries be underneath my bar that I didn't even fucking make one yet. Let's do that. Let's start brewing. So next to each farm is going to be a bunch of stills. Put like, we'll have room for 3 stills each. How, I can't believe someone was ever able to enter a Fey mood where they haven't had alcohol for almost for pretty much an entire year. Look, they're all begging. Oh no. Oh fuck. Oh no. Oh fuck and oh no. Oh fuck. It's winter time. That means my puddle of water has completely frozen over. Son of a bitch. Oh, son of a bitch. Okay. Yeah, we need to build these stills. I need to build stills now. I need someone to build one now. I'm just gonna build one over here. Hey, you know, this is what I get for being creative and trying to create a perfect resort. Don't worry. See, we have the work order. Brew, drink from plant. Look, they're doing it. They're doing it. We're safe. We're safe. We're good. It's all good. I caught it fast. While we're here, let's just build a bunch of stuff. Let's see. We can make silver. Ooh, let's make some gold. We're okay. Once this guy brews, we'll be in business. Here, I'm going to put, now seeds, I'm going to keep everything in the center storage for now. There we go. See, we've got whip wine. We've got whip wine. We're safe. See, everyone's happy. It's all good. We've been saved. It's all turning up Millhouse now. All right, look at that. Wow, our forge is coming together. Next thing we need to do is we need to start creating bags, because see, all I'm focused on is creating our first bar. We've been playing for like 2 hours and we haven't even created our first bar, which is the whole reason we're here. Like, people can live in squalor for all they want. This is fine. You know, this is my dwarves don't need much. I mean, as you can tell, 2 of them are already ecstatic. They're the happiest people in the world right now. So they don't need much. We just need I need to start making glass so I can start creating the glass floor for our super. What the fuck was that? Did you see that? That's some sort of beast? What the hell was that? Hold up. Others. Okay. No, there are just giant parrots flying around. Oh, that is a giant parrot. That is one big ass parrot. Good thing we're underground. The giant Kia will steal shit. Oh god, you're right, they will. I need to create a roof on my I need to cover up my trading depot then. That's for future me to worry about. They won't fly down here, will they? Oh, they will. They are flying down here. Oh. Okay. I need to enclose the forge then. In that case, I'm going to build... Oh my god. I need to build a staircase. Build one right here. First we'll do a floor, then we'll build a staircase. Like, they'll just, as long as there's a roof, they won't steal shit, right? Yeah, as long as there's a roof, I think I'll be okay. And then we'll build Will they really walk right in? They can't fit in my house. They can't fit in here. Oh, shit. They're too big. They won't fit. They couldn't possibly fit. Oh, fuck. Someone's already stole something. And I accidentally closed it. Son of a bitch. Oh, everything's going to hell. Jesus Christ has been deceased. Rest in peace. Now I've got to scroll through. Now I've got to scroll through all of them to see if they have anything. These birds destroy cars in real life. Are these those birds that like shit all over cars? Or are they ones that like, do they literally break into cars? Ooh, look, he's gotten fucked up. He got in a fight. Oh, shit. Giant Kia attacks a stray hunting dog. Oh my god, my dog's got into a fight. Oh, shit. What do we gotta do something about these birds, man. Where are my dogs even fighting? Oh my god, all of my guys are fighting. Whoa, whoa, wait. They were fighting in here? Oh, fuck, dude. Oh, no. This is not... this is not looking good. Oh, those are Kias. Okay. Let's see. Gotta build a ramp. And then a floor. If the Kias are attacking, I gotta turn all this stuff again. Oh, there's a fucking Kia! You motherfucker! Did you steal something, you piece of shit? I need to start creating an army right now. I need to start creating an army right now. Too small to be butchered. They can be a source of eggs if captured. They'll draw blood on dwarves and small pets like cats. So they're just annoying. Newly embarked group of dwarves should move contents of your wagon underground as quickly as possible, using temporary stockpiles in your fortress entrance if necessary. This will force the pests to stop flying if they want to come and steal something, making them more or less threatening than other thieving beasts. So they will start walking into my fucking camp? They'll start walking in here? Oh, shit. How I feel like I've had to deal with these guys before, right? No access. Did the ramp not give access? Do I have to create a... Okay, I'm gonna have to create a staircase then. It's fine. Goddamn Kia. Oh, there it is. It stole the mine. Whoa! That's what they've been stealing, my Minecraft, my mine cards. They've been picking up my quantum mine cards. Son of a bitch. Oh, shit. God damn it. Oh, fuck, he stole a whole ass minecart. Okay, well, I'm definitely gonna put a roof there then, because... at least they'll have to walk in to do that. Jesus Christ. Oh, and I've got all my goodies out here. I've got to put a wall down. Yeah, I mean, granted, I can make more minecarts. I have the wood. It's just... Ugh. Okay. Construction, floor. No access. There is a staircase. There's a staircase. What am I doing wrong? That's making. Can he build it now? There we go. Okay. All right. In that case, I'm going to make it so they can't walk in. If I'm going to build this. Okay, first things first, I'm going to build this ceiling so they can't fly in. Unless they can swoop down and move and then do it, they probably can. Oh, that's so funny. Son of a bitch. Oh, and all my guys are like, I don't know what to fucking do. I don't have a minecart to put this iron ore in, man. Yeah, dogs don't need to eat. Like, they don't need to eat, right? You can just pasture them in a room somewhere and they'll be fine. If I remember correctly. They don't eat. Yeah, okay. So in that case, I'm going to pasture them. I'm going to pasture my dogs. Where should I put them? I'm just going to use this space up. I'm just going to pasture it right here. I'm going to create a pasture, except put my stray dogs in there. And my yaks will just, if they get picked up and dropped, they get picked up and dropped. All right. Now that we have that floor there, I can start building this floor here. So this should work, right? Will Kia be able to fly, since there's no wall, will they be able to fly down here and then come in and grab stuff and then fly back out? Is this ceiling practically useless, or do I have to build an entire wall around this area now? It's useless and I have to build a wall? Okay, son of a bitch. Goddamn birds. Don't they know I'm trying to create something beautiful? Don't they know I'm trying to create art? God damn. The Kia Ultima stole my minecart in Dwarf Fortress? Not clickbait? The new Kia Ultima is ruining my beer island? Alright, and then I'm going to build more walls here. Gotta bird proof this shit. Can they even build that? I think they can. Can they build that? Is someone going to build that now? It's inactive. Probably can't build that because it's in the random corner somewhere. Alright. In that case, I'm just going to build. It's fine. They can't squeeze in the corner. Unless you're going to tell me Kias can also contort into any shape and squeeze into corners. If they can do that, then fuck. Then I'm just fucked. There's just no way around it. I got to pivot entirely and just make a Kia worshipping place. Everything can? Wait, they can go into these diagonals? But the Kias are giant. Aren't they too big? Oh, but I thought size at least mattered. Son of a bitch, I'm gonna have to do some nonsense. Oh my god, another Fey mood. He's claimed the workshop. Holy crap, my ranger, he must have rocks, bones, tanned hides. Oh shit, I don't think I have any bones. I have tanned hides though. How many tanned hides do I have? Based on the number of underground tiles. Interesting. I don't really have that many underground tiles. Okay. Let's see here. Do I have tanned hides? I have 1. Probably not enough. If that's the case, I'm gonna have to kill another animal. My dogs haven't bred yet. And neither have these guys. I need to keep the yaks, because yaks provide milk and hair. So I need to keep them alive. But I can risk my water buffalo. And I need to keep the dogs too. Oh, they're both female. Oh, they aren't a breeding pair. You're right. I'll slaughter them both. Oh, hello. Oh, Bebo's saying hello. Hello, Bebo. She's like, you guys are talking about slaughtering water buffalo? That's cool. Can I hang out? All right. I think that should solve our problem then. They need bones and tanned hides. All right, I'm gonna have to create such an elaborate device to keep. God damn it, man. I guess I don't have to be too elaborate, but I will have to destroy some things. I can destroy that. I can destroy that. Then I'll have to build a floor, and then a wall, and then et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. All right, there we go. I'm not going to name these ones. They get the picture. There we go. Yeah, he's doing it. Getting the bones ready. And he's working. It's going to be made out of, this is just going to be made out of basalt, water buffalo bones, and yak leather. I can't even imagine what he's making right now. Guess only time will tell. Then we need to build 2 more floors here. My ranger, that sucks that my ranger is going to be a mason. I guess he hasn't really been trapping or anything. But hey, a magical wrist brace. We'll see. I don't know if it will be anything that cool, but we'll see. Wall. Cock ring. God, I can only hope. One can only hope. Kias can't just walk in through doors, right? Can Kias just walk in through a door? Can they operate doors? If they can't operate doors, then they won't go through doors. Okay. All right. Because good, I'm going to just put 4 hatches up here so I don't have to build my monument yet. Because I do want to build a giant beer glass at some point, but that's going to be like the grand opening. You know what I mean? I need to build 4 hatches. Let's go do that first. Hatch. Now you're probably saying, oh, Ben, you can just make a work order. Yes, I can just make a work order. And also, who asked? All right. Ranger has completed Erithzanar, a microcline Mizaeus? What the hell's a Mizaeus? Hold up, I want to look that up. Mizaeus. Okay, Google's telling me it's a thrift way. What is this? Google's don't tell me this. It's telling me to do thrift. Look at thrift stores. All right. Custom names. Oh, custom names? Oh. Oh, is this a instrument? Oh, did he make an instrument? It's a drum! Oh, yes. Hell yeah. This is great because pubs in this game you can put instruments in them. So this is even better than putting splints in there. I can put a legendary instrument in there. Oh, see, it's all part of the great Budweiser plan. Budweiser is watching. This is a microcline drum. We'll just call it a drum. All craft dwarfship is of the highest quality. It is encircled of bands of rectangular basalt cabochons. This object menaces with spikes of water buffalo bone. On the item is an image of 2 waves in microcline. On the item, there's also an image of Meng Hammerworld, the dwarf, and dwarves in yak leather. Meng Hammerworld is surrounded by dwarves. The artwork relates to the ascension of dwarf Meng Hammerworld to the position of king in the helmed door in year 1. The drum is a mid-size handheld percussion instrument. It consists of ceramic triangle. The musicians strike the triangle. The instrument has a single mid-high pitch. The instrument has a steady wobbling reedy timbre. Your animals won't breed outside of a pasture, by the way. I did not know that. But I guess I must have started with puppies before then. This is great news. I'm going to modify my stockpile now. Because, let's see, finished goods, type, total quality, can't have artifacts. We just can't do that. That'll save me some time. We got to put that instrument in our pub once we build it, but we got to build our pub. But now we got to build our pub with a roof because these damn birds. I need them to build one more hatch cover. How are we looking? We've got 25 drinks. We're good on drinks. Our plants are doing good. How are we on seeds? Let's see our seeds. We've got pigtail good, prickleberry, a bunch of stuff I can't plant right now. Looks like all of our plump helmet seeds are planted. Yeah, good thing we don't have any like monkeys stealing stuff. Like in India, like those macaws or whatever. Those monkeys that just walk up to people and rip their hair out. I mean, you can. I don't know. No, you can't have no outdoor bar. Unfortunately, we've got to make up for our lack of outdoor bar with something else. I just don't know what. Oh, that's right. I have a hole in that floor. Well, can I build a floor there? No access. Ah, son of a bitch. There's always something. So I've got to destroy this then. And then build a floor. Oh, right. I need to rebuild my mine carts for my crafting because of the damn birds. All right, floor. What a hassle. Are the birds still here or they just leave? Oh, they left. But you never know when they're going to return. You can never tell. Any more beds? We don't. Pretty destitute right now, not gonna lie. Now it's just some friendly ravens. Yeah, they're just hanging out. They're by no means some sort of harbingers of a dark message. Why is there blood? Why is there blood? Who's bleeding? Why are you bleeding? It says you're healthy. Why are you bleeding? Why is your motor nerve damaged? Are you okay, my guy? They punched the bird, I guess so. And they're just permanently crippled. Incredible. I need to build a hospital. Great, one more list. One more thing to add to my ever-growing headache list of things to do to make sure I have beer. I just wanted to sell booze to elves. And now I've got to like seal the place up like a nuclear bunker. Speaking of, my hatches are done. Not as a, I mean, we'll get rid of these once we have a giant beer monument. But don't have to worry. We're not open to the public yet. All right, it's officially sealed off. One more wall, and the Kias can't steal my shit no more. They'd have to figure it out. I guess they could walk in through here, which is, there is a smattering of Kia blood right here. Noted. I need 2 more hatches then. God, those they're just giant too. They're like twice the size of my dwarves, and they're just kind of casually walking in, picking up mine carts with 1 foot and flying away. Absolute mad lads. All right, let's see. Add new task. Hatch. Make another hatch. Seal this place shut. I could just kind of block this area off, but I feel like it's be beneficial to me to have a roof access. For whatever reason, I may want it in the future. And we'll build a hatch here. Perfect. Okay. And also we gotta redo our carts. Get them figuring that shit out. So far so good though. We've got our food good. I'm worried about our plump helmet seeds. Oh no, I'm not worried at all actually. We have 20. We will be good for a while. I think the next thing we need to start working on is improved dormitories. Because see, they're starting to get a little angry up here. We need them to be a little happy. Because if we start them happy, then we don't have to worry about we can worry less about our workers and more about creating the perfect bar. But right now we're short on a few things, so we need to do a dormitory, and then we need to start collecting sand. But in order to start collecting sand, we need some bags. In order to get some bags, I'm going to need to harvest some yak hair so I can start making some cloth. And we also need to start planting some pig tails, which are another thing that creates cloth for us. So that's what we'll do. So we'll need I'll build a loom now. Build a loom. Build a loom down here. All right. You like doing textiles? My industry of choice was always like doing silver and gold when I could help it. Ravens just flying around. They're scouts for the Rhea. They're scouts. These guys are like scouts for the Rheas. Or the Kias. Always stay Gucci. So true. I like exporting fine gold and silver. I'm a man of shiny things. That and I'd create so much beer out of fear of losing it that I would end up I would end up having excess alcohol and I'd sell that too. But then what I would do is I would gem encrust every single barrel I had. And so it could be like the shittiest mud beer you've ever tasted, but the barrel is covered in like 100 carats of diamonds. Just like a pound of diamonds encrust the rim of this barrel. I mean, what's great about export is that you don't really have to worry about you can mint like coins so you can have kind of a coin wealth system. But what's great about having like expensive items, you can have like one like masterly crafted like baby doll covered in crystals and it will be worth like $3,000 and you can just sell one of those and then buy the entire trade caravan. Okay. So I think we're set. I have the loom done. It looks like they're already processing the pigtail, which is great. Or they're weaving the thread in the cloth, which is fantastic. I think we need to process plants forever. We don't have any to process. All right. Okay. So for next time, which we're going to call it here. It's been 3 hours and I don't want to... This game really fucks my brain up. It really makes my head spin out of all the things I'm thinking about doing all the time in it. So we're going to call it here for now. But for next time, we need to create a thread farm. We need to improve the dormitory. And then we need to start making glass. Those are the 3 main things we need to start doing. And then we'll get one step closer to creating Beer Island's very first resort attraction. All right. But that is going to be it for the day. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I definitely enjoy playing it. Dwarf Fortress is probably one of my favorite games of all time. But that's going to be it for tonight. We will definitely keep playing it. That's not out of the picture. It's going to keep happening. But for now, we have a big event coming up on Wednesday. I'm sure you guys all saw the Discord message. But on Wednesday, I'm going to be playing Cyberpunk Ultra Hyper Hardcore Pacifist Mode. I'll let you guys in on the rules now. Basically, I'm going to try as hard as I can to play Cyberpunk without killing or hurting a person. That's not possible. I'll tell you that now. It's not possible to do it without fighting a single person. Unfortunately, I looked into it. But I'm going to, everywhere I can see, I'm going to try avoiding combat as much as I physically can with this character. So that's going to be really fun or really bad or really, I don't know. We'll see. We'll make it fun. But that's going to be Wednesday. So watch out for that. Wednesday at 7 p.m. You know the time. You know the date. You know when. You know where. You're already here. And then next week, Monday, I am not streaming. I'm out of town on Monday. But I've cooked up a special little something for Wednesday next week. So you want to keep a watch out on that one, all right? You'll know over the weekend. You'll get a message over the weekend. So if whoever's in chat, if you're not in the Discord, join the Discord. Look, I don't expect you to be talking in the Discord. We barely chat as is in there. That's fine. It's more, I just post all of my schedule there. I post every single, that sometimes I ask for suggestions. For instance, the reason we're doing Beer Island and Dwarf Fortress is because I asked in the Discord which one we should do. So if you want to be a little bit in on the game, a little bit in on the situation, I would highly recommend you join the Discord. The link is down below in the About page. I would very much appreciate it. And it'd be better for you. Let's be honest. It'd be better for you. You're going to have an easier time. You're going to have a better time. It's going to be good. Anyways, I'm out of here. I'll see you guys in 2 days. I hope you have a wonderful night and a wonderful Tuesday tomorrow. And I will see you on Wednesday for Cyberpunk Nice Guy mode. The nicest guy in Cyberpunk. All right. Talk to you guys later. See ya. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.